So yeah, so I'm like, what am I supposed to do, man? I gotta roll with the homies. I can't not roll with them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we had situations like that. We had another situation, like I was in a hole, and you know what I'm saying? I just got my GED or whatever, and I was the valedictorian of my GED class out at Shelby Training Center. And me and my man Twan, we was both in a hole. Our cells was beside each other. So, in the morning, they come clean your cell. They spray your cells down in the morning. And, you wipe it down and stuff. They spray it, you wipe it. So, it was a dude named Charles. So, it was early in the morning. I'm laying down. I'm in a hole. I ain't tripping off getting up. I'm laying down, whatever. So they pop my cell. He come in the jump. He started spraying stuff. But then the dude Charles like hit my bed like boom, boom, boom. Like he telling me to get up. Like, come on, home. You locked up like me. Let the police do their job, man. That's not your job. So I was like, come on, son, don't be banging on my bed, dog. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't say nothing until he got outside my cell. He stood behind the CO. He was like, yeah, my name ain't Dog, it's Charles. It ain't what he said, it's how he said it. So I was like, huh? So the dude, Mr. Matty, that's the CO. He was like, he said his name ain't Dog, it's Charles. And I tried to get up and rush him. Matty slammed the cell in my face. I'm like, oh, you bitch ass nigga. You's a sucker for that, right? So Charles had, his little gang buddy, whatever, dude named, Brandon Johnson, Memphis, Brandon Johnson. You know what I'm saying? That was like my nemesis when I was locked up in Memphis. We stayed getting into it, but I respected Slim Hart. You could tell he was a real street dude, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them Memphis niggas was respecting him, but I ain't care about none of that shit. I'm not from here. I don't care about none of that shit. So anyway, I'm in my cell, all of a sudden I start hearing, DCK, DCK, DCK. Like, I don't know nothing about that gang lingo. We don't gang bang in the DMV, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, the fuck DCK that mean? DC killer, meaning you killing motherfuckers that's from DC. When they put the K behind your shit, that's like disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't know nothing about that shit. So when they let him out for his showers, I'm still in my cell. I'm locked down. They let him out. We all in the hole. They let him out for a shower. He come right to my cell. Get to throwing up all these signs and doing all that shit. Like, I'm like, oh, you bitch ass. I start going like, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, nigga. So my man Twan, he banging on the wall. He like, son, chill. Don't argue with the nigga, chill. I'm like, nah, fuck that shit, man. They got me fucked. He like, man, just chill, Slim, chill. I'm like, yeah, you right. So I let the man get off, and he just kept talking, but, we ain't gonna be in a hole forever. And Shelby Training Center is small, you know what I'm saying? So he got out the hole before me, you know what I'm saying? I ended up getting out the hole probably like a day or two after he got out. So just so happened, him and Twan was in the same class. So, they gave me my GED certificate. I went to Twan classroom to show him my GED. Like, yeah, look, Slim. You know what I'm saying? The dude, Brandon Johnson, sits on the other side of the classroom that Twan sit in. So, I don't know how them dudes get down, but I'm thinking in my head like, Slim, we was just arguing and going on each other probably like 4 days prior to this day. Like, you got no alerts up. I'm in this cell, you don't give. I'm in this classroom with you, you don't give. For this our first time seeing each other outside this shit. And you don't give fuck. Like, you thinking shit sweet like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I gave Twan the GED. I say, hey, hold this joint for me, Slim. So I walk over to Brandon John. He's sitting in the chair, in the desk, in the classroom. I walk over to him, stand right beside him, and I'm just standing over top of him, just looking at him. This dude never attempts to look at me, get up, or nothing. Like, he thinking if he ignore me, ain't shit about to happen. Man, what? I just started stealing his ass like, bang, 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 bang. 4 jumps. And, you know, I was real skinny, so I don't got the power that I got now. And he was like little cocky strong. So when I was hitting him, the shit was loud like, pop, pop. They would say, man, that shit sounded off like shit. That shit was loud as shit. But it wasn't enough to, I ain't knock him out or nothing. He was able to get up and he grabbed me. So now we wrestling and tussling and we fall. I'm on top of him. The cold get called and they pulled me off of him. And, you know, now I'm back in the hole. Shit like that. Another incident, like, you know what I'm saying? I was in Alpha unit, which, you know what I'm saying, that was like a step down unit from the hole. Like, for me, I was like considered like a troublemaker or whatever, even though I did have moments in Shelby Training Center in which I was doing real good. And, you know, and they used to give me my props for doing good, like the COs and all that. Like, oh, he has really changed. And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that I changed, just, you know, I'm tired of going to the hole. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I got locked down for something. And, you know, when you have been locked down so much, when your time is up in the hole, they not sending you straight back to population. They going to send you to Alpha, which was a step down unit, which you kind of on population, but you really not on population. You know what I'm saying? They want to test you out on Alpha first before you get to go really all the way in population. So I'm on Alpha unit, and once again, my homies got into it with some Crips, and I ain't know nothing about it. So, make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? It was a blood dude. He told my man Mo, rest in peace, to call the Crip dude a crab or something like that, right? And Mo being from DC, he don't know nothing about that shit. We young. We don't know nothing about that gang banging shit. He said the shit, them dudes got mad or whatever, so Mo was trying, he got approached by, he was trying to wreck one of the niggas, and then one of the other dudes came behind him. He stole the shit out that dude. They said that nigga ran to his cell, and then Mo started wrecking the one who he was trying to wreck anyway. They say he was on top of him, then one of the other little Crip niggas came and started hitting him with a chair while he on top of him. So now, you know, he gotta fight 3 motherfuckers, but it's 2 because the other nigga ran. So I knew nothing about this shit. Cause I'm in a step down. I don't know nothing that's going on. So when that shit happened, they put Mo in the real hole, and they put them niggas on Alpha unit with me. Without me knowing anything, you know what I'm saying? So one day, I got my hair out, and this is a lesson learned. When you locked up, you know what I'm saying, never wear your hair out, man. All y'all dudes be having them long-ass dreads and shit. Man, tie that shit up. Definitely when you in prison. Always keep that shit tied up. If you got hair, you know what I'm saying? You need to keep that shit cornrowed, tied down, something. You know what I'm saying? This is a mistake I would never make again in my life. So I had my bush out, because at Shelby Training Center, you couldn't have hair. So as soon as I got down there, they made me cut all my hair off. But then I started going to the hole so much that I was like, man, fuck this shit. I live in a hole. You know what I'm saying? So I started growing my shit back out. So I had a little bush or whatever. So my hair out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down watching TV. Me and this dude named Valu from, I think he was from Las Vegas. From Reno or he's from Las Vegas. Valu, he was a Crip from Las Vegas. So it's like 5 minutes before we go in. I'm sitting down watching TV. All of a sudden, a motherfucker come from behind me, grab me by my head, pull my shit back, and just start stealing me. Bang, bang, bang. So I get up. And, you know, I like yank back. Like, I'm not the type of motherfucker that gonna let my hair let you take advantage of me because of my hair. Once you grab that shit, I'm trying to do everything. You can have that shit. Rip that shit off. And that's what happened. I just ripped away, and I left him with my hair in his hand. So, of course, they done knocked my glasses off. So I calmly grabbed my glasses. You know what I'm saying? My cell was right by where the shit happened. I walked to my cell, put my glasses up, and came back out. When I walked back out, it was a group of motherfuckers. Now I don't know who hit me, who did what, I don't know nothing. I was just like, fuck it. The first person I get to, I'm just gonna steal the shit out of them. Fuck it. And that's just what it's gonna be. And when I started walking towards the group that was standing up, you know, they like opened up. They opened up. They parted like the Red Sea. They was like, man, I ain't had nothing to do with it. Then when I looked down, I see Valu fighting a motherfucker in the corner, like further down. So I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he must be doing that for me. So I run down the jump. Then I steal the shit out the bag. But boom. So me and Valu beating the shit out the dude. Then all of a sudden chairs get to start getting thrown at us. And then the code come. So kind of find out, you know what I'm saying? The reason why Valu was wrecking the Bama is because the Bama had stabbed him in the neck with like some little weak ass shit. I mean, it punctured him, but it wasn't nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was rolling off the strength of me. So the Bama that pulled my head, those was one of the niggas that was throwing the chairs at us. But of course they didn't come over there and rumble because they was on some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? I must admit. And like another thing about Memphis, man, and this ain't no disrespect to Memphis because it was some good dudes down there. It was some thorough niggas down there, but it was a whole rack of goofy ass niggas down there. Dudes that they a crip today, then they go home, get locked back up 3 months later. Now they talking about they vice lord or, you know what I'm saying, just shit like that. And they had a saying down there that I never heard of. Only in Tennessee I heard this shit. Only in Memphis. They say, why do 10 when I can tell on a friend? And the Shelby trainer said that's part of the reason we was getting into it with them niggas so much, because them dudes was telling like shit, and they would tell on you in your face, man. They point at you like, that fool did it. Fool did it. You know what I'm saying? That fool did. You know, they be saying fool like shit. Joan, what's up, Joan? Oh, you flogging. Stop flogging, Joan. I'm a foul fool. That's how they talk. I'm a foul Joan. That's how they talk. You know what I'm saying? They was just on some hot shit. So anyway, they end up, after that shit happened, that was a lesson learned. Never had my hair out again. Never, man. I had to cut that shit off again, you know, to even that shit out, but never again. And that's a lesson learned, man. And, you know, that was just like a couple of experiences I had. I mean, ain't too many, like, real bad things I can say, man, because Shelby Training Center, that shit was a playground, man. Like, when I came home off of Shelby Training Center, that's another thing, man, that the system got to understand, man. When you get locked up as a kid, man, you know what I'm saying, they can't allow the mistakes we make as children to affect our adulthoods and our lives, man. Rehabilitate us. I did get my GED in Shelby Training Center because I was proactive. I wanted my GED because I would have graduated if I ain't get locked up. I got locked up before I started my 12th grade year, but I was planning on going to school and graduating. But, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, it wasn't like you wasn't really learning nothing, and it was so easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, on that situation, I could say I just took an L. I wasn't fucked up or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think I might have had a knot on my forehead, but I wasn't really fucked up. And then, you know, we definitely got get back. It just took a little while for us to get out the hole and shit. But, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't learning enough. The jump was too easy. So when I came home off of doing the 4 years, because I got put out of that jump, and I'm going to tell y'all the story about that. I got put out of that jump. And, you know, went to FCI Memphis. I was on the same BS in FCI Memphis. An old timer had to tell me, because FCI Memphis was the first adult fed joint I went to. And an old timer had to tell me, like, bruh, we don't want you here. He like went on me, but it was like in an educational type way. Like he was saying, because I was into everything. And by the time I got to FCI Memphis, I only had about 5-6 months left on my sentence, if I ain't mistaken. It was under a year. Whatever it was under a year. And, you know, anytime, man, I was clicking up with the homies in the rec yard, man, we trying to work in every situation. I got to be involved in it because that's how my time was on the juvenile block over the jail. That's how I was at Shelby Training Center. So that's how I'm going to be in FCI Memphis. I'm on homie time and I'm ready to work. I don't care about none of that. Ain't nobody going to do nothing to a DC dude. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't from this area and we out the feds, that's just not going to happen. I don't have to know you or none of that. I'm going to roll with you. That's just what it was. So an old time homie was like, man, go home. Like, we don't want you here. We don't need you here. You know what I'm saying? That's how he was talking, like, go home, man. Damn, we don't want you here. You know, take your ass home, man. You know what I'm saying? He was just like going. And I understood what he was saying. I ain't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? I listened to him, but I mean, I heard him, but I didn't really listen to him. I was hearing what he was saying, and I was understanding what he was saying, but I was like 20 at the time, man. That shit was going in one ear. I was like, yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. And as soon as I left from him, I'm back on my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That was just what it was, man. And yeah, I'm gonna end this because I don't want one video to be too long. So I'm gonna tell y'all how I got put out of Shelby Training Center, and you know what happened. And just stick around for the next jump. All right, thank y'all.